Welcome again to Joe Stunner Boxing. So Kieron Conway of Northants in the UK, 29 years of age. He's orthodox fighter. Was he 5'11", maybe a little bit off 6 foot? He adds the British middleweight title, the vacant British middleweight title, to his Commonwealth belt by stopping Germone Warburton in 4 rounds. He stopped Warburton on his feet with body punches essentially, and I was a bit surprised that this ended so quickly because, Warburton, I read an interview in Boxing News with him and he was saying the right things and he always looks in shape. He's a good fighter. He came in with 15 wins, only 2 stoppages and a defeat that was on points in a 6-rounder away in Spain against an undefeated guy. He's got two draws on his record. One was to Ryan Kelly, and that was last year. And I think he had some sort of 6-rounder against a journeyman maybe earlier on in his career, 3, 4, 5 years ago. So I thought this had distance written on all over it, this fight, but not a bit of it, because Conway came in. Conway has 22 wins, came in with 22 wins, not 23. He had 6 KOs coming in, 3 defeats, all on points, and a draw. And one of his defeats, his last defeat actually, was 3 years ago to Austin Ammo Williams, which you can't really say that's a terrible result because Williams is a good fighter. He also lost a split decision to an undefeated Suleiman Sissoko. That was around about 2021 maybe. And then there was a 3-rounder to Derek Azaze in one of those, I think it was one of those prize fighter things or whatever they call them, boxer tournaments. So this is a guy who, as we say, you don't judge people on their defeats. You judge them on how they come back from their defeats very often. And sometimes you learn the lessons by losing. And this is a guy who's done that because he's now the Commonwealth and British champ. Like I say, he's 29 years old and he's never looked better. This was a very controlled, mature performance against a dangerous guy. Warburton, very, very fit, came in looking to put pressure on. First 2 rounds were close-ish, I thought, but you got the feeling that Conway had more gears and that he was able to... he just had a bit more slickness, he was just a bit more talented maybe. I mean, he was picking his punches, his punch selection was better, he was firing them at the more correct time. Warburton was very high guard, coming forward, getting in close and then trying to unload. Warburton was a southpaw. He's a southpaw. That didn't bother Conway at all. And Conway, in the 3rd round, there was a big left hook that seemed to shake Warburton. Warburton, in his previous fights, I don't think he'd ever been down, or if he had, he'd not been really hurt. But he looked hurt by the left hook. He got his attention, put it that way. And then in the 4th round, I mean, the fight was stopped maybe about halfway through the round. Early on, he got hurt, Warburton did, by a big left hook to the body. It visibly made him cover up and sort of hunch a little bit down. He tried to ride out the heat, but Conway knew he'd hurt him and was all over him. And again, it was he went through the gears, he upped the ante, but he did not get reckless. He moved in, let his hands go, good variety, both hands, knew he'd hurt Warburton to the body, was firing body punches again, but not specifically looking for the body. Or if he was hiding the body punches in with other combinations. And a left hook hurt Warburton right near the ropes. Warburton almost went down. He kind of turned away but refused to go down. And by the time he'd straightened up, the towel had come in, which was a very good corner decision because Warburton was hurt and there was still like maybe a minute and a half left in the round. So this was a very, very good performance by Kieron Conway. And now he's got the British and Commonwealth, go for the European. I mean, he's already had, a taste of world level with Austin Williams. Warburton I think he came in as the Welsh champion. And no one's given him anything. I mean, he has been abroad a few times too. Like I say, he's lost in his one defeat was in Spain. and he's always been the away fighter, really. And he's still got a career ahead of him. He can still win a British title, but he's going to have to do what Kieron Conway did, and that's learn from his defeat. He's 29 now, Warburton, so he's not ancient. But Welsh fighters, very often, they are the away fighters when they come to London. And, he's had to learn it the hard way. Yeah, I think he had Lee Selby in his corner. And, oh, God, who was it? Very famous fight figure. I remember seeing him in the corner before the fight. I can't remember who it was. But he had quite there was a lot of success in that corner, if you know what I mean. But Warburton's going to have to learn from his defeat, come back, maybe work on some technique perhaps, because there's nothing wrong with his fitness. And he can come back if he wants to. So a good win for Kieron Conway. Big respect to him. Like I said, I'd go for the EBU. But did you see this fight? It was on the undercard of the rematch between Johnny Fisher and Dave Allen. Let me know what you think. Comments below, and subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button if you like the video. Do all that good stuff, and I'll catch you later. More reviews to come. Look out for them. Thanks a lot. Bye for now.